Yes, they are. And I'll actually show you where they're recorded. They're on the KWB resources page as well. Yeah.
Yes, because a lot of things happen at once.
I know it. Yeah, no kidding. I'll try to, it doesn't post until about 3 days after. Typically Liz does it like 3 days after. So I try to remember to go back and I'll try to start reposting them on the KW Facebook page to help drive traffic. For those of you online, if you don't mind just letting me know if you can hear me, and we'll be starting at 1:05 Eastern time.
I can hear you.
Thank you so much for confirming. Appreciate you. All right. Just gonna shut the doors over here and we'll go ahead and get started. Thanks, Latricia. All right, guys, welcome to Tech Tuesday. This week, we're doing Facebook ads in KW Command. This is actually, they really simplify it in KW Command, which I like. I don't know if you've played with the Facebook backend much. Thank you so much for getting that. But you know, it's a little confusing that the Facebook backend, right? So they've really simplified it here, which I love. And not only have they simplified it and streamlined things, right? So the idea of what we're doing today is you can launch a Facebook ad. Now that is a paid ad, but you know, we're looking at the recommendations around $30 for the first ad you launch, and that could be even down to $10, right? We want to be playing with this, right? But this is a paid feature because you're not getting in front of people you know. You are getting in front of unmets. That's why it's paid. Okay, so this is not a post that just regularly comes up on your friend's feed. You won't see this on your Facebook feed. This comes up on the side of Facebook, right? You know, if you look for a pair of shoes on Google and then you creepily see the advertisement on the right-hand side, that's the kind of ad we're going for, okay? Maybe a little less creepy though. All right, so what you're able to do even further is those leads will come right into KW Command, and we're going to set up an automated response, right? An automated email to them to receive it right away. Now, if you want, they can receive an automated text message, an automated email. You can get an automated call reminder to give them a call, right? So I'll be showing you that, and we'll be needing to set up that lead follow-up system first before we actually go into the Facebook ad, okay? Just so you know, we'll be kind of going on a detour so that we can set up that lead follow-up, and it can be set up now for all Facebook ads. So the first thing we're going to do is log into Command. So I'm at agent.kw.com. Agent.kw.com. That's Command, all right? And you will want to bookmark that. I would recommend it, right? Depending on the browser you're in, you can just click the star icon on the right-hand side usually, and that will bookmark it for you. So if you do have a star in your URL bar, you'll be going to KW command, right, daily, right, to check your tasks. There's also a command app, okay? And we'll get into that even further, all right? But once you're logged into KW command here, we do need to check our settings. So let's check our settings to make sure Facebook is linked. So you do have to have a Facebook business page in order to run ads. And I will show you how. You'll be able to tell if you have a business page or not, because it won't let you link if you only have a personal page. So let's get going and I'll show you the how-to. All right, the first thing you want to do, click your name on the top right of command and click on your settings from that drop down. So again, click on your name on the top right and then settings from that drop down. All right, that'll take you on over to all the apps that are currently linked up to KW command. All right, so mine, you'll see Facebook might be higher than yours. If you don't see Facebook at the top, no problem. Just scroll down, okay? It shows your connected apps up first. So I have it connected, so I'll see it at the top. All right, but keep scrolling down. It might be under, I would guess, social initially, but scroll down. You'll notice there are two different Facebook options, right? And what that's the reason for that is one is for post scheduling. So you can schedule out posts on social media, on Facebook and Instagram. And that class is actually next week. So that's a free feature. You'll want to connect Facebook up there as well. So I would recommend doing it for the Facebook post scheduling, which is again a free capability to post out all your social media for the month ahead, right? While you're sitting in one time, right? A 130-minute time block to post for the month ahead. Second one, we want the ads manager also linked up. All right, so make sure you click connect if it's not already connected. And it will have you pick a business page. If you don't have a business page, it will let you know. But after today's class, I am going to post on the KWB Facebook group how to make a Facebook business page. Okay, and I'll show you real quick, like the quick steps, like the how-to real quick to start it. But the video I'm going to share with you on the our Facebook KWB Facebook page, right, will walk you through the entire best practices. All right, but just so you know, well, if you want to see if you have a business Facebook page, right, you can pull up your Facebook. And on the right hand or left hand side, rather, you can click on these shortcuts. We'll want to click on see more. Okay, and again, that video will show you, so you can always just watch now, or you can do it along with me, of course. But again, the shortcuts on the left-hand side, which, not to confuse you guys, this is Joel's account. I'm Leah. I know we look exactly alike, but anyway, just trying to confuse you guys more. So if you scroll down, right, click view more, whatever that was. We want to scroll down to find pages on the left-hand side. And that allows you to set up a business page here. Okay, so on the left-hand side, you'll be able to see, first of all, you'll see if you have one already set up, right? Because if so, you'll want to continue editing it. Or on the left-hand side, right, you can click to create a new page, right? And that will allow you to just start the process. So on the left-hand side, I could click create new page. It's just going to walk you through, okay, what do you want your page name to be? If you already have this set up, awesome, right? But that video will walk you through best practices. But things like, just things to know here and reasons why I recommend actually getting a Facebook business page. You'll hear a lot of conflicting recommendations on this. Sorry, getting over a cold. Is your Facebook business page brands you as a business. You're not just a person that does real estate. You are a business, right? A credible business that has a business page. Because of the power of Facebook, your business page will always be at the top of Google, right? So while, yes, you will always hear that agents get way more engagement, likes, comments on their personal page. That will always be true, right? However, we want this business page set up so that if someone Googles you, they see, maybe one post a week, something real estate related, so they can tell you're active in real estate, you're knowledgeable, and you're credible. Okay, that is the point of social media and your business page, is to prove your credibility within seconds of them Googling your name. Okay, and of course, you can come book a meeting with us if you want to build this together. And again, I'll post that video on the KWB Facebook group after today's class on how to build this. Any questions? I know that was just like quick little step into Facebook business pages. Just let me know if you have any questions. All right, you will need that to have that linked up. Okay. So now, even if you don't have a business page, guys, you can still participate in class and go through and just save things. And then after you create the business page, you'll be able to activate that. All right, so again, where I did that, if you do need to come back here, right, is clicking your name on the top right and settings from that drop down, and that'll allow you to link up Facebook. All right, now, as I mentioned, right, you can have an automated email, right, respond to any ads that come in from these Facebook ads. So we do need to set that up first before we actually set up the ad. So it's going to kind of feel like we're in reverse order here. But if you could join me, we're going to click on, so the fourth icon down. And what I just did there is if you click on the KW logo, it pans out that menu, which I find helpful. We're going to click on Smart Plans from that drop down. So that fourth icon down, it looks like a to-do list with settings gears. With a setting gear, because that's exactly what Smart Plans do, is they automate your systems. Okay, so in this case, this is your lead follow-up system for Facebook ads. So we're going to go ahead and set that up. And so as far as what you're looking at here, so again, I clicked on Smart Plans on the left-hand side, and you're looking at any of your Smart Plans. All right, we're going to click on the library on the very top to browse other Smart Plans. Of course, you guys can stop me with questions. Happy to answer. So again, I clicked on Smart Plans on the left-hand side menu and then Library on the top white toolbar. Now, there are KW Smart Plans right in here, which you'll see right here where my mouse is. But also other agents can add Smart Plans in here as well. Okay, so as far as what do you want that email to say when it comes in, or when that lead comes in from Facebook, what do you want it to say, right? That might take a little more brainstorming, so we can talk about the strategy in our a Q&A after, all right? But for right now, the one I would recommend is we're gonna look up the My Golden Letter Smart Plan. Hey, how you doing? So again, in the library here, we're gonna use the search bar to search My Golden Letter. Golden Letter. Okay, so again, in the library tab on the top, I searched My Golden Letter. All right, and these are Smart Plans that other agents have added in. Okay, I looked at some of them, and so I would recommend this one, especially for now, to show you guys what to do next. This is editable. So for right now, if you could just bear with me and click on Library, we search My Golden Letter, and then click Add Smart Plan, and it's the one that's by Courtney Thompson. So make sure it's that one. It has more verbiage in here. So if you're trying, it's the third one over, right? So add Smart Plan here. I already have this added, right? But it should prompt you to go ahead and click download unless you have it. And so once you click on download here, we can go over to the My Smart Plans tab to view what that actually says, all right, and edit it if needed. All right, so under My Smart Plans tab right here, all right, and please stop me if I lose you at a step. I'm here for it. So after we add the Smart Plan and click to download it, we click on My Smart Plans. And you should see that at the top. So I can use the pencil icon to the far right of that Smart Plan name to look at it. And just so you guys know, right, I know we searched My Golden Letter. You can search like Facebook ad follow-up. So there are Facebook ad follow-ups in there. You would just need to look through them. They're created by agents. And it kind of depends on what kind of Facebook ad that you are sending. So we'll come back to strategies. All right, this is what is going to teach you the how, okay? So what you need to know here is if you scroll down, right, you can see the automated email that would go out with any merge fields, merge tags here, right? That would enter their name in for you, right? And then at the bottom here, you'll see that your first name and last name gets added and your KW app link for them to search homes, okay? So that's all we really need to do. Yes, you can edit this, right? You could edit it. You can see you can add steps, right? These are things we all go over in Smart Plans, and I'm happy to dive into after today's class. However, for right now, all you need to know is we found this Smart Plan, and we're going to go ahead and click Save on the top right, right? So this is the Smart Plan. We'll click Save, and now that we added it, we can now start our Facebook ad, and it'll allow us to make it that this email sends immediately when an ad lead comes in, okay? So that's what I'm going to show you now. So we're going to now change gears. Now that you have this set up, you can set it up for every Facebook ad if you'd like to, or change that. But on the left-hand side, if you could follow me now to campaigns, because again, we're switching gears, right? We're switching gears to go ahead and now set up that Facebook ad now that we have the lead follow-up system created. And again, please let me know if I lose anyone, because I know smart plans and campaigns are a fun jump there. So I'm happy to answer any questions. All right, but which icon we're clicking on is like the megaphone icon on the left-hand side. And you'll see some options at the top. These are what different ads that you can run, or different campaigns you can run, rather, okay? So anytime that you click on one of these menu items on the left-hand side, the next place your eyes should always go is the top right. They put the action button always like in that Kelly green, whatever it is, on the top right. So that's always where the action button is. So you always click an item on the menu and then look on the top right to see what it wants you to do next here. So in that case, I'll click on create campaign, and it'll show you the options of campaigns you can create. Some are paid, so social ads are paid. That's what we're focusing on today. And again, this doesn't have to be a crazy amount. It can be $10, right? However, this is getting in front of unmet. That's the reason. And I will tell you about the quality of ad leads and how I recommend dealing with those. But I do see the real ad leads that are coming in, right? These aren't Daffy Ducks coming in. These are real leads. Are these the leads that are like ready to buy right this second? Not necessarily. These are people that you're wanting to get into your database to then start cultivating, right? Having an auto email sent to them, right? Having a reminder to call them once a quarter, right? So just so you know what you're working with here, I do see I've run some good leads for agents in here. And I mean, you know, I've seen like 48 leads come in on one. None of them were ready to buy that house that they came in on. So the agent deleted all of those leads. Yeah, I know, it's really hard to say out loud. Right, but you need to understand, though, that the quality of those 48 people are interested still in real estate in Charlotte or whatever you're promoting, right? And they need to be cultivated through automated emails, right? And automated systems, that's what smart plans do. That's what we're here to help you guys with, okay? So that is one option. Just to give you a quick rundown, then you have the option for social posts. That's free, right? That's scheduling out Facebook or Instagram posts, like for Mother's Day. If you want to go ahead and make a Mother's Day post, schedule it out so you don't have to do it on Mother's Day, because who has time for that? Be with your mother, right? You can do that right from here. And again, that's next week's class, next Tuesday. Postcards, right? You can send postcards right to their mailbox of any neighborhood. You don't have to know their address. You can just circle a neighborhood and it goes right to them. Right now I'm telling you the hows, or I'm just telling you what it does rather than diving in. But of course, in the email option, you can also set up emails to schedule out and send to them. All right, but what we're focusing on is social ads. So if you can join me on that first one. So again, what I did is click create campaign under the megaphone icon and click on social ad here. Okay, it's gonna ask you your goal first. Now, as far as what you want to name your campaign, what we're going to use as a strategy, the top performing Facebook ads for leads are, first of all, listings. Okay, if you do not have a listing, you can market another agent's listing. Okay, and I'll talk to you about that more in just a second. All right, so top performing ads are listings. Second are price reductions in the past 7 days, and I'm going to show you how on your agent's site you can do a search for all price reductions in Ballantyne, price reductions in Charlotte, wherever you specialize in, right? And that's the ad, right? You're giving them an exclusive list of all price reduced homes so they can get the bargain for the home of their dreams, right? That's the second best performing one. And then open house lead, like a list of open houses, is another big one. And I'll show you those, right? But we're going to focus on the top two today, which are listings, ads. And again, if you don't have a listing, don't be discouraged. I'll tell you the how on that. All right, and also on price reductions. So first, let's do a mock listing one. If you don't have a listing right now or don't know of a listing you can promote, let's do a practice one, because it'll save as a draft and you can just come and replace some of the information for the new listing that you do this for, okay? So campaign name, if you want to name this one, you know, no one sees this but you. So I'm gonna do, I forget what it is. So like new listing. So, right, to give you the idea here, so we're then selecting the goal, whether that's to advertise a listing, right, or brand awareness. Those are the two that I usually do. I haven't seen a big effect on whatever goal you pick. I think that's more for internal tracking. And then you can select if you want to run this on Facebook and Instagram, one or the other. If it's not letting you pick it, you just don't have the account linked up to Command. All right, and remember, those have to be business accounts. And remember, we're also here to help you, do that. And I will be posting out a video. I'm going to send out the one about Instagram too. Okay, so yeah, please.
You still think like, when I post on my Instagram, shows up on the feed?
Oh, yeah. So for ads aren't the same in this regard. Like, yeah, this ad won't even show up on your profile. So like once you launch it, you can't go to your profile and see it there, which is interesting in itself. But yes, that does tie into post scheduling. You're right. Correct. You do have to. Well, it doesn't show up on your business page, right, at all. You just have to have a business page for Facebook to allow you to run a paid ad, right? Because you're running as a business. So yeah, it does not show up on your page, right? They can't see it in correlation to your page. They can't even click on your business page to get to it from there. They go straight to the ad, which captures the lead directly to Command. Because what's really cool about it too, guys, is there's lots of cool things I'm excited to tell you, but the Facebook ad, so first of all, the pictures will switch around for you. So based on which pictures are getting the most clicks. So let's say you post an ad with 5 listing pictures, it'll automatically send out that ad in a million different versions and keep the pictures that are getting the most clicks. So if you send out one that has a bathroom picture, it's not getting any clicks, it'll remove that from the ad based on your algorithm, okay? And what it does is when they click on it, it automatically pulls their information from their Facebook profile. They don't have to enter it, right? So sometimes they'll be like, how'd you get my information? Because it pulls it right from the Facebook profile, right? So that's why it's so correct, is it's pulling it for them. They just have to click continue. And because they trust Facebook, they usually click continue. So it does work really well. I'll show you the hows of all of that. So for now, let's click on create campaign. Okay, and since I picked that was a listing one, it's going to ask me to go ahead and pick a listing. Okay, and I'll talk to you about, how you can get that approved, because you do typically need to get a form signed by the listing agent to promote their listing. I'll tell you about that next. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just find a practice listing. I would encourage you to do the same. So if you don't have any listings, we might need to change that to all listings on the top right here. And you can always just watch as well, of course. But you can scroll and select any of these listings, or at the top, you could search by the property address, MLS number, or listing agent. I just have a MLS number that I was doing an ad for earlier today. Oh, man, 41140. All right, so you can search for the property up here and then select it. So what it's going to do is pull in all the listing information and all the photos from the MLS for you into the ad. Yeah, no. Oh, no worries. Yeah, I selected listings as a goal. And okay.
Is it advertising?
Amazing. Yes, yes, yes. You're great. And then we'll click create campaign.
Oh, duh.
No, you're good. And then it should just automatically pop up. Yep, exactly. Yeah, let me go through that again. Did anyone else get stuck on that part?
If I don't have
It won't let you go. Yeah, thinking that too. You don't have a Facebook? Because we could just set up a Facebook business account real quick. Like you could just click add page. Is that happening for you as well?
Yeah, yes.
So if you do not have a Facebook business page and still want to continue on this part, like if you pull up your Facebook, you could go ahead and create that page. Of course, no one really sees it, especially when you just first create it, you have to invite people. But if you do, of course, you can just watch, or if you want to kind of just create a page real quick and link it up to Command, you can. So again, from Facebook, you can go in and right on the left-hand side, that's where these pages are. So on the left-hand side, you can click on see more on the left-hand side and scroll down to pages. So these are shortcuts on the left-hand side. And once you click on that, it'll give you the option to A, see your page in here, and B, create a new page if you do not have one. So if you just click create new page real quick, in theory, it would be, you could fill out a couple fields and then continue with class, but I do know that's an extra wrench in it. So feel free to watch, and I'm happy to then, like, if you instead watch and then set up an appointment with us, we can do all of this again with you, of course. Good question. You can, yes. Yeah, I mean, this is really just this one. I'm thinking Joel set this up when she was doing a class or something. But yes, this is our business page, correct? Oh yeah, a business page. So a business page so if you log into your Facebook, right? On the left-hand side, it should say see more, right? You see like shortcuts over there? Maybe. I think we can go, pages, there you go. Yeah, see, Facebook updates things sometimes. And then you can click create new page, but you do, I see.
Go in and change.
And you
that,
can
right?
change the name
I
of your
don't think that
Facebook
it's not
page.
public.
Yes, you could change the name of that. And I have steps if you need it. Yeah. Nice.
Set up smart. So.
Oh, for the Facebook ad?
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Well, great. So you have that set up. So you'll need to link it to Command as well.
Yeah, I got
And I'll help you with that if you want to make an appointment.
Yeah, I do want to.
Okay, great. And I'll show you how to do that again as well. So depending on what your vote is, let me know if you guys want to see anything further on that. However, I'll show you this best tactic for the ad, because really I would recommend, writing down any notes here and then meeting with us when you have an ad, right? Or if you need us, we're happy to do this with you. Okay. Exactly. Yes, I can. I will. Yeah. And yeah, so what you're looking at here is, right, it pulled in the photos and the verbiage from the MLS, like that brought it automatically in from the description. So, but this is the recommendations, right? You have about 2 seconds before they scroll. So the property description up there does nothing eye-catching to stop them, right? So really recommendations for what the main copy would be, for example, right? It would be things like, first of all, emojis. Emojis are really eye-catching. How I would of course, there is a professional boundary of how to use emojis, right? But emojis, I would recommend, there's a home emoji. I really recommend. And I really recommend, oh, it looks weird though. Let me see. And I also like, if you're referencing anything like custom upgrades, right? The sparkle emoji is great for that, or luxury. It's a little funky on here, but and then also, right, I do like things like if you're referencing a backyard oasis, which is always a great one. So if you are looking for a listing to do a Facebook ad on, okay, let me tell you about that. I would recommend one with a pool, if you can find that typically performs the best. However, there is also a form that you would need to get the listing agent to sign to approve you to market their listing, essentially just saying that you will keep up with the status of the home, meaning if it goes under contract, you won't continue to just promote it as active, right? That form is on kwbresources.com. If you guys want to see where that is, I can show you guys that after class as well, or after we're done here. So it's like co-listing agreement is what it's called. And it's on kwbresources.com under the forms there on the top. So I'll show you guys that in a moment. Co-listing agreement. Yeah. I'll show you more more exact steps momentarily though. Good question. Yeah, so the main copy will be above the ad. This will always show, and that is what you're really going for to get them to stop. And so what the best recommendation is fewer words, yeah, versus the description is going to say something like, for this price, question mark, click learn more to see how you could be coming home to this, So it's more like a call to action for the description. The description doesn't always show either. Ooh, I've been seeing this. They are like syncing it with like AI, chat GPT. You can, yes. You absolutely can. So something like this is what I would recommend, just to get, if you want to jot down just some ideas for what you could put in the main copy, because the idea are things like eye-catching fewer words, right? Backyard oasis at this price, let's say, right? Because also your goal is to get them to click on it, right? So that's why I wouldn't recommend writing then what the price is, right? I'm trying to get them to then click to see what that price is, because that's how you capture the lead, right? So what's that bait that you're wanting them to click for, right? Do you want them to be able to see the more pictures, right? Or is it to see that price? Is it to, this coming soon and they need to schedule a showing before it's gone, right? Kind of deal. So I would recommend 1 to 2 lines max of verbiage up here. Enjoy the Carolina summer and your new dream home, let's say. All right, so you're going for 2 seconds. So while the entire paragraph is very informative about the property description, it's too much reading. I don't want to read. No one wants to read. They keep scrolling. Versus eye-catching images, emojis break things up, and see how my sentences are shorter, right? And it's not so much. That would be your goal. So other things, that you can put it up there, move in ready, right? Find your dream home today. Those kind of things. Yeah, the cornier is the little cringier I get with it, right? So you're walking that line. So I really like terms like highlighting, what is your favorite feature of that house, right? The top 3 rooms people want or care about is typically like the kitchen, the master bedroom, or the main bedroom. What is it called now? Anyway, primary suite. And then the third one is the living room, but that also has a new name now. Great room. They're killing me. Yeah, the living room, because living rooms are what? Smaller. You guys are realtors. They're like the smaller rooms, and then the great room would be the biggest room. That's it. Okay. All right. Thank you. Learning so much from you guys. All right. So highlighting those things like kitchen upgraded to the 9s, right? Luxury kitchens with all the details, right? Those are the things people care about. That's what you want to highlight, right? So then for the headline here, right? That's really short. So that's only like 25 characters here. So you are playing with pretty short character limit. So things you could put here are, get it before it's gone, coming soon, Carolina living at its finest, right? We're working with few words here. Let's see. Let's say get in your like this is where we could put in like move in ready home, for example. Right, I like to think about what are people's most what are the reasons for having to move, right? What are you getting told the reason they have to move right now is, and addressing that problem is that they need to, well, I would love to hear from you guys. What are the biggest reasons that you're hearing that people have to move? I know. Negative ads do perform well, I will say. Okay, that is a good one. Schools, is that another one you hear?
Downsizing,
Yes. What'd you say? Sorry.
downsizing, maybe.
Great one. Love that, right? So what is their main objective? And that is a great thing to put in that headline here, right? To hit that niche. You can also, because I'll show you next how, because you can do other ads other than just listings. We can do a search, like I was telling you, like price reductions in the last 7 days. You can search homes in the Weddington School District, right? And run an ad for that, right? So I'll show you guys that next. So description here, that's where I would go ahead and put in something like click, learn more for more details and photos on this stunning home. Okay, because they're going to have that button that says learn more there. Now click on save. Okay, so you'll see the check marks that we have to go through right here. We did the text, right? And it's all really done for you. So it's really just checking over it. So before you get discouraged and want to leave, this will take not too long at all because we already did the legwork for it. So under media here, right, we did the text media, we'll click on configure. All right, and it'll give me the image from the MLS. And you can also add more. So if I click on add more, it'll give me all the images from the MLS. Home is just like ridiculously staged beautifully. So you can come in and pick, I would recommend, so you can pick up to 5 photos. All right, and keep in mind, so a lot of times agents will get into this, oh, well, I need to show every single room of the house. All right, keep in mind, right, that the algorithm goes through, and if a photo is not getting any clicks, it removes the photo altogether. It reorders the photo to test the engagement. So you worrying about what order these are in or making sure that you get every room of the house, those shouldn't be your main goals. I want you to look through the photos and see, okay, what catches your eye personally, right, to make you want to click. All right, so you can go ahead and again, right, it pulls right from the MLS, and we can select those 5 photos and crop those in. You guys have any questions on adding those photos in?
Keller Williams listing.
Good question, you do.
Try to, but I happened to see the most beautiful open house the other day that I've ever seen. And I was
Right.
like,
I know, yeah, or like, yeah, you do have to do KW Valentine's
you would walk
specifically,
through.
right, but still, like I saw the house that Talladega Nights was filmed in Lake Norman is up for sale, that would be a great one to promote, or, I mean, just a fun one too, but yeah, good question. All right, and we can go ahead and click save, and so this is in compliance because it automatically puts that logo on there for you, okay? So I would recommend selecting 5 photos from those MLS photos and then click save. Okay, guys, we're on the we're almost there, I promise. So clicking configure on the next one. So the Facebook and Instagram settings. So clicking configure, right? I'm just going down to the next one. This is where it's prompting me to select what page I'm on. So if you do have more than one business page, you can select which one you're running it through, but typically agents just have one. All right, so the main things you need to know here is always keep this, okay? Never change that Facebook lead gen form. That works wonders for you. That is what pulls their information directly from their Facebook profile for you, okay? And autofills it into command and into this form, all right? So always the Facebook lead gen form. But then what you're saying is, okay, after they fill out that information, where do you want it to go, right? So after they click submit, they click learn more, and they click submit their information, you want them to probably go to the property information, right? On your website would be a good idea, okay? So I'm going to show you how you can do that. So what I'm going to show you is how to search this property on your website to then make it so that, yeah, when they click on the ad, they then get taken to all the property details and all the photos of this listing. They have the option to make an appointment, schedule a showing with you, and search all the other homes from the MLS to keep them engaged on your site. Okay, so how you do that, right? So it's asking for a website URL, right? So what I'm going to do, okay, is pull up a new tab, and I'm going to go to my website, okay? If you guys don't, if you're unsure what your website is, it's usually like your KW email address, but without, so if your KW email is leah@kw.com, my website is leah.kw.com. So it matches up normally. So Leah, so if you're not sure of what your website address is, try it's just your email address .kw.com. That was probably confusing. Does everyone know their website? Does anyone not know it? We're good? Great. All right, so when you pull it up, great, we can go ahead and search for that property on our site. So we can go ahead and search for whatever that listing is. I can search by, I don't know if I can search by MLS number. We're going to find out. All right, so on the search, right, this is where we can come on and also search for, properties in a school district or whatever it might be. I'm just going to find a different listing. All right, so whatever it might be, you can go ahead and find the listing. Whoa, where did I go? We're going to try again. All right, so your goal is to go to your website and pull up the property on your website, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to take this link and link it to the ad Okay, so when they click on the ad, this is what they see next is all the property information. They can request a tour, ask your agent, and search for all the other homes in your, from your website. But you can see it shows them a bunch of really cool things right from your site, nearby schools, monthly payment, right? Mortgage calculator right from here. So it's a really useful site page to send them to, all right? So do you guys get how I got here, right? I just went on my website and I searched for the property, okay? And then what I do is I'm going to copy this URL up here, okay? So whatever URL comes up, I'm going to copy that. So I do that by clicking on it and you'll see it highlights it, right? So double click to highlight it all, right click to copy it. Just so you know, if this part is hurting your head, we will do this with you. It's no problem. All right, and I'm going to go back over to my campaigns here, right? And that I know I'm switching tabs on you, but that's the KW logo on the tab. And I'm now going to paste that in. So right click to paste it in. Okay, if it pastes in the second HTTPS, oops, we need to get that out of there. Okay, so what this is doing is when they click learn more, it'll capture their information and then go to this page so they can see everything right from there about that property. Questions on that part? Okay. And again, encouraging you, if you make an appointment with us, we'll sit down with you guys, and of course it's free for you guys to sit down with us, and we'll go through and do this together so you don't have to feel like you're doing this alone, especially the first time that you do this. All right, after that, you're selecting where you want this to be run. So a geographic location, probably around the listing. So this listing's in Statesville, so maybe I want that run in a 20-mile radius around Statesville. Right? So you can pick a geographic location of where you want that to go. And after we're done with this ad, if you have questions on the custom audience, I'll come back to that.
I have a question. I'm sorry, I was a little late.
No worries, go ahead.
You said we can do this with any listing that's listed in the MLS or that's listed with, or is it just listed with our KW?
You're right. It has to be listed with KW Ballantyne, and you would need to get a co-listing agreement signed. And I'll show you exactly where that form is right after this.
Okay.
It's on kwbresources.com. There's a co-listing agreement that would allow you to market another agent's listing. It just essentially is saying that you'll maintain, if it goes under contract, you won't market it as active still.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Say that one more time. Yeah. Exactly. So that audience right there. So right now you'll see it set up for Statesville, right? But I could change that. Yeah. So I can change that to Ballantyne. Yep. So if I want to do 15 miles, 30 miles, there's a custom audience, just so you guys have this in the back of your head, that you can make it so that it's people in that radius that have only Google searched Zillow, Realtor.com, and JuLeah as well to narrow that down. So that's a cool feature. I'll show you that after we finish this, but it's essentially just in this custom audience right here. You can go in and put in, their interests as well. I will come back to that. Please. Like boosting a post? Is that what you mean? Yes, yeah. So you can boost posts from Facebook directly. So how that differs is, so you're taking that post and by paying, getting it to be in front of more people, of course. So that'll help create more engagement on your business page, right? However, this instead is going to capture leads directly into command. So when you boost a post, it does not capture leads into command. It's still okay because it drives traffic to your Facebook business page, which is a great thing. Right, but as far as capturing leads, this will only show for unmets, right, on the side of Facebook to capture leads directly into command. That would be the biggest difference on boosting a post. At least. Does that make sense? Cool. Yeah, of course. Great question. So once we click save here, guys, all right, we'll click on save. And then we have two more steps here. So lead settings. We already did this part, which is awesome. All right. So this is where we're saying what smart plan will go out, right? That golden letter one. All right. So it gives you the option to make it so that they automatically get tagged when they come in. So any leads that come in automatically, let's say, get a, let's say Facebook ad tag. Now, if you don't already have that tag created, you'll see it does prompt me to create the tag. So I already have one, so I could click on that. Or if I wanted to click create new tag, right? So what I'm doing is saying that anytime a lead comes in, it's automatically tagged in my database as this tag. You pick the color and click add. And what's really cool that we set up earlier in class, coming full circle, is now we're selecting which smart plan they automatically get. So this is where I'm going to go ahead and select, okay, that golden letter smart plan that we did, right? They're automatically going to get that as soon as they come in without you having to do a single thing now. And that is cool. So you can click on save there. Any questions on that? Because I know it's just a couple clicks, but wow, is that powerful, right? Yeah, wow, my favorite section. All right, so we'll click on save. In the last part, we're really just putting in how much you want to spend on this ad. And so I'll give you the strategies around that. So first of all, when you launch this ad, it typically takes about 24 hours for Facebook's approval process. So it usually won't launch until the next day, just so you guys know. B, the recommendation is $5 to $7 a day for 5 to 7 days. Now, as you're starting out with Facebook ads, I would recommend starting on the lower end so you can test the engagement around the strategies of the ads you're doing, right? So I would recommend starting out, guys, $30, $3 a day for 10 days. So if that is doable, I would recommend come in with us and meet with us, and we'll tell you, we'll analyze it and tell you what we think you could improve on, because we do this a million times. But B, I would recommend that, and making sure you have that lead follow-up set up will be huge to cultivate that, because these are real leads. All right, so from here, you can click save. If you are running this on Facebook and Instagram, you can have the algorithm pick, where they want. The algorithm can pick for you how much to show it on Instagram and Facebook based on the engagement rates, or you can pick for it. I usually let the algorithm do its thing, right? So I picked that second one, and you can click save. All right, so we're seeing how many people we are potentially hitting with this. You can see your ad here, and you can click publish. Okay, I don't recommend it, but you can click save draft, okay? And so what I want to show you guys, so clicking save draft, the main 3 things I want to show you guys before I'll let you go is, if you want to see where that co-listing agreement form is, I'm going to show you that. I'm also going to show you how you can search for price reductions and homes with a pool. So you could run an ad, even if you don't want to mess with the listing, let's say, right? The second top performing ad is price reductions in the last 7 days, okay? So I'm gonna keep this draft here so I can show you. It will be the same concept, really, of how you could create an ad with that. So I'm gonna show you those 2 things real quick. Yeah, please. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Yes. No, so you actually, let's pull that open. No, it's a really great question. So, you do have the option. So when it's distributed evenly, so the 2 options, right? So $30, it'll distribute like $1.50 per Instagram, $1.50 for Facebook daily, right? And then, but if you have it do it for you, like using the algorithm, Facebook uses their algorithm to intelligently spend your money based on audience performance, set your budget, and allow Facebook to optimize your spend to gather impressions. But right, yeah, I see it like down here, right? But yeah, it doesn't, I don't see that I can change that, which is interesting that it even does that. I would say that it does that because it's telling you it's going to approximately spend up to 150 on each one, but it may fluctuate based on what the algorithm does. But yes, exactly. Yeah, and it'll adjust it. Like if I changed my budget, to $45, of course, like it'll adjust it for you. Sorry, what price point or? Oh, differ. Yeah, I find that Instagram is better for impressions, meaning for people see it on Instagram, but more people engage on Facebook. So I would recommend Facebook, of all else. Like if social media is not your thing, guys, it doesn't magically need to be your thing because you're a realtor, okay? And if that's the case, I would focus on one social media at a time, right? Start a Facebook presence. Don't start Facebook and Instagram at the same time, right? It's hard to start wrapping it all together, right? But doing one at a time, then we can show you guys how you can post on one and it posts on both, right? But I want you to feel not overwhelmed by social media because there are tons of agents like my mom who have never gone on social media, right, for her business. There's lots of different ways to use it. And I want to show you the most doable strategies for you to get those leads in, right? Now for this, yeah, that's where I would recommend Facebook best. Any other questions on general strategy or? All right, well, no, as you're going through this, I'm here for it. Would you guys like to see where that form is, the co-listing agreement? Okay, let's find it together. So that is on kwbresources.com. And it's good because this is where you can book an appointment with us, right? I need tech help on the top right. It's just our Calendly. Yeah, so kwbresources.com. I need tech help, right? You can book up to once a week with us. And a lot of, especially newer agents will book once a week so we can help. You don't have to do it alone, and we can figure out, okay, what action items should you do for the next week, right? There's a lot you can learn with Command, and it's really overwhelming because of that. You don't need to learn it all. So just know we're here if you want like an action plan of what tech to learn next. But what I'm showing you is, so if you hover over Office Resources, so hover over Office Resources and then Forms and Checklists from that dropdown. This is, who knows, anyone? It's written on.
VAMC.
Yeah, you guys rock. 350.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a capital B too. Thank you. Very much helpful. So it was a capital B, a lowercase AMC, 350. No exclamation mark. Yeah. But see, this is what gets me is I'm like, some of them, they're all so close. Like, which one? So from here, I believe it'll be under general forms. That's what I'm going to click on. So general forms here where it says get forms. And then, oh, co-marketing agreement. My apologies. So it's the co-marketing agreement here. And this, you can promote any listings. I mean, generally they want you to promote their listings. It's good for the listing agent as well. So usually they say yes. It's really just, I think, for internal, for cover Sabra too, right? To make sure that you're, in the Facebook ad, you don't even have to say it's live, right? You can just say, have you seen this beautiful home, right? So just so you know, if you have any questions on this, let us know. I think you have to print it out. Yeah. And then, yeah, fill out that information. And then I put it in your opportunity, I would think. I'll double check with Lynn. But yeah, I would think put it in your opportunity. Sabra. Oh, to get them to fill it out. Oh, you're saying, how do you get them to fill it out? Oh, the agent, the listing agent. Mm-hmm. Yeah, to have them fill it out. Mm-hmm. And I'll ask Sabra to see if there's a easier way. I haven't seen it in DocuSign. Please, if there's anyone who has, correct me. I have not, though, I'm pretty sure. But I will confirm when I post out today after class, just if there's any best practice after talking to like Tasha or Sabra, KW co-listing. So for any follow-up on classes, right, check the KWB Facebook group after today. Probably in the next like 3-4 hours, I'll get that posted out. So you guys have some videos to go through as well with this. Now, there is one more thing I really want you guys to learn, and that is how to search your website for these tools and searches, because you don't even have to just run an ad with that, right? To do a post, like let's say you want to post on Facebook, all homes in the Wellington School District. Like you could write something like, click here to search my exclusive list of homes in the Marvin School District, Wellington School District, right? And so and it has a link and it drives people from your social media to your website, okay? So that's all free. So for example, I'm back on my website here. So yourname.kw.com generally. And you can do a search, and you can see that you can do a search for like school districts or neighborhoods, right? So when you do a search, and you scroll down, you'll notice you have some options here for neighborhood pages or for schools if I keep scrolling down. So I could go ahead and search, let's say Wellington School District. All right, and it would search all homes in that school district. So what my action item would be, so whatever search you do, right? And I'll show you how to do a couple cool ones. But right, all I would need to do is copy that URL. I'll do it with you guys and go to my Facebook to post it. So I'm going to highlight that entire URL. And now I'm going to go to my Facebook, or this is Joel's Facebook. Let me go to my page. All right, so then I can just come in here and it's a regular post, right? All right, so now I'm posting as my business page. So just like you normally do on Facebook, right? All I need to do is right click to paste that in. Okay, I'm gonna bring it down here. I believe, I wonder if there's other photos that are in there. I think it probably shows your, it probably shows your headshot is what it's showing you here. But then I could go ahead and type in above it, search. I'll fix it. Check out this list of exclusive, or check out my exclusive list of homes for sale in the Weddington School District. I'll fix that. Right? But this is free for you to do, right? You say that's easy? Yeah, all right, right? And that is doing the same thing, right? It's getting the word out that now this is also key, by the way, is I would always recommend sharing your post to your personal page, okay? So what I mean by that is, let's say I post this, okay? And I'm just doing this quick, so it's kind of a little choppy, right? There's more I would recommend, and I got rid of the photo accidentally. All right, but what I would recommend after you post anything to your business page, that you share it. That will share it to your personal page, okay? So like I said, right, you can invite people to like your business page, but you will always have lower engagement. Sharing it to your personal will really help drive traffic and likes and engagement. Yes, please. Uh-huh. Fine. Yes, you're correct. Yeah. So if they are registered on your website or your app, and if they go to your website on their phone, it automatically prompts them to download the app. Just a heads up. So either one. So if they do a search here and they sign up on your site, so they would have to sign up. Like the lead capture is, if they favorite a property or set up a saved search, right? It prompts them to sign up. You can also make it so that, like, if they search like 2 homes, it then forces them to register, and there's like 10 homes and it forces them to register, right? So as long as they register on your site, then you're able to see any homes that they favorite right from their contact record. Yeah. So from the contact record, and you're able to tell which people are signed up on your app as well, because they'll have a check mark next to it. Let me pull one up. I don't know if I have. I'll talk you through what I'm doing actually. So I went to the contact section of my database, and I'm going to pull up all leads. I'm going to do a filter of all leads, just leads, right? So I'm going to come to filters on the top here, and then click on leads only. All right, so I can see it, but I can see down here too, right? They have an option for branded to me. That's talking about for your app, if someone has the app downloaded, so you can do a quick search of that. But I do want to just show you that when you search for your app leads, when you search for leads, anyone that has a check mark next to it means they're registered on your site or your app. Meaning those are the people that would have like properties saved. So if they went on, and favorited a site or a listing, you would see all of that in the timeline right here. Does that make sense? Cool. Yeah, that's a really great question. Yeah, the app link. Yeah, right. And there are smart plans that promote it, or you could put it on the bottom of your email signature, right? Or, a QR code to it. But you're right, that it's a specific link that's branded to you, right? That it'll automatically download branded to you. So they don't have to like go find you or anything. It's automatically branded to you. So when they click to favorite a property on the app, it automatically just goes in there, right, into the timeline here. So you can see it. And so, when you're doing that, I usually recommend maybe like during buyer consultations, because people run to Zillow, right? So if you instead recommend this app because it gets the most, it has the most up-to-date information, right? Zillow maybe sometimes has dated information. This app pulls directly from the MLS. So it will always have the most up-to-date information. They can save properties and you see it right from here. Yeah.
What if they're not in your contacts, but they're on like your Facebook? Will it create a contact just because they visited or looked at your site or clicked on the properties?
Yes. Yep. Great question. Yeah. So whenever and you can share your app link just in case you're looking for your app link where it is. But yeah, to answer your question real quick, is if you were to share your app, let's say on Facebook, and they downloaded the app, the first thing they kind of have to do is sign in or register on your app. And at that point, you get that lead. It creates a new lead in your command database, and you are notified by this bell icon on the top right of command is one way you're notified. And then also the KW command app. You want to make sure you have that on your phone because it'll give you push notifications that just pops up on your phone telling you you have a new lead from the app, like you're saying.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. No
Hi,
problem.
Leah. This
Yeah.
is Pam.
Hey.
I know that this is recorded, so how do we get a copy of the recording?
It posts out. Let me show you guys where those are real quick. And because it usually posts out 3 days later, I want to say. But so on KWB resources, just the main page here, on demand training. And then I guess it's also BAMC, capital BAMC 350. So just capital B. So capital B, lowercase AMC 350, on demand training, and then your computer will remember it. And then this one right here, on demand training, will take you to like all of the YouTube classes. I'm sorry, the recorded classes that are taught on Zoom. So like Sabra's classes as well. Any team meetings that you guys miss, compliance orientation, et cetera, et cetera. So that'll all be right from here. Like the schedule with your social media, there's that one. But two, also, just so you guys know, like Scott Lorre Marketing also has a ton of training videos. So, I will post out today, just in general, the Facebook, because this class recording won't be ready, but I have other Facebook ad classes that I have that are recent that I'll post out today. So you guys will have that, again, on the KWB Facebook page. Any other questions? Like, I'm happy to go through anything you guys don't feel super crystal clear on. Any questions you might have. It can be personal to your business. Yeah, my pleasure. Anything you guys, I know this is a lot. My main courage point is do not feel like you have to learn all of this technology at once. It's here, right? I mean, there are agents here that still don't know how to log into Command and they have a successful business. It's here to help you. Yeah, it'll help you grow your business quicker. But that's also what we're here for, that you can book with us once a week if you're ever feeling overwhelmed, right, Allie? We're here for it. Allie comes in with us. Yay. Oh, good. Well, thank you guys. Check the KWB Facebook group after today's class, probably in the next 4 hours. I'll have that posted. And of course, email me if you need me, contact@JuLeahDesigns.com. I'll put that in the chat. Thank you guys. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for hosting us.
Oh, no problem. Thanks for coming, guys. And here's my
Now,
email.
I have
if you
one
any
quick question.
Yes.
The one that's already up that says schedule your social media command, like that one right that's on your screen. Can I just go back and look at that? Because I was a little late. So.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Did you say you don't see it or? Sorry,
No, I saw it when you first put it up. If I go to KW resources, can I just go look at that one? Is that the same thing that this one was?
Yes, exactly. So if you go to kwbresources.com, right, and click on demand training, this is where we got like to the on demand, and that takes you to the YouTube. Now there is one extra step I did without saying it though. So it pulls this up, but see this little arrow on the right hand side? That like that's just what I clicked on to see that class you're talking about specifically. So I just want, or here, I'll put this also in the Zoom chat. So if you need to grab this link, it's in the Zoom chat for you. Real quick.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I'll go back and watch it because I think I'm gonna do that, check out these listings in an area on my Facebook since that's free.
Awesome. Yes, I love that option. I would, yeah. And you can also like to show you, you can, sorry, I'll sign that. Right. I know I was showing you how to search on the your website. One thing I wanted to show you guys as well, if you click on more right
Mhm.
here, this is where it gives you the ability to, you know, if you want to do only pools in Weddington and post that to your Facebook, or only open houses coming up this weekend, right? You could post something like, you know, if you scroll out, like all the open houses in Charlotte this weekend, you know, contact me if you want a private showing of any of these homes, right? And again,
Okay.
that's under more. Under more, that's where I can select that I want only open houses or price reductions in the last 7 days. That second one. So you could, though, that's 2 separate posts, right? You could do one for open houses this weekend, call me for a private showing. The next post you do next week could be price reductions in the last 7 days, right? Just take that
Okay.
link and post it.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I'm
Yeah, my
excited.
pleasure. If you need us, just let me know. You know, we're here to do this with you too.
Okay, thank you.
My pleasure. Have a good one.
You too. Bye-bye.
Okay, there we go. Thank you. That pen.
It's
How
so
are-
cute, right?
Yeah, right. Hey, I was so confused. I was like, no way.